Hello, my name is Michael Dunsdon, and I'm now going to read the preface to a collection of stories that I've written called the Cotswold Tales, which are actually set in that region. There is nothing more compelling to human inquisitiveness than the rendition of a gripping tale or country yarn. A good story with the essential ingredients to ignite the mind and stir the blood has proved instrumental to man's existence since the beginning of time. Even before books were written or man had learned to read them, stories were passed on by word of mouth through generations. Every region of the British Isles is steeped in legend and oral folklore, which has produced a rich abundance of traditional stories, many of which have prospered through time and will continue to provide a timeless source of entertainment in the annals of eternity. Invariably, we may be entertained, amused, or provoked by these tales, not only because they exist as part of a true replica of that great animal, the human race, but also because they paint a raw image of its constant yearning for Mother Earth. The true rural essence of country life is not so much learned as it is experienced. In every village there exists some stark landmark, whether it is simply an old tree, a gatepost, a milestone, that remains a familiar relic to an endearing community. It is this very innate, simple, unhindered knowledge that lies at the root of rural existence. At the heart of Cotswold life is the rural spirit of nature, the distinct call heard in the bleating of sheep, the chorus of birds at dawn, and in the wind that rides relentlessly through the trees. This is nature in her prime, at her most tender, her most raw, and as we have observed through the course of that perpetual thief, time, her most precious. At some time we have all dreamed of escaping the hustle and bustle of today's busy cities, yearning for that ultimate place of respite. We marvel at the prospect of retirement to that little cottage set in the tranquillity of the countryside, tending the pretty garden and strolling down some narrow lane on a warm summer evening. Such is the lair of nature, the constant need to hearken back to Mother Earth. Through the conception of these tales, I have not aimed to retell or emulate this nation's traditional stories. My endeavour has been to achieve originality and to design to preserve the art for natural storytelling and to restore the English short story to its simple form devoid of vulgarity. Many of the tales are set in the latter part of the last or current century, nurturing our perception of rural existence in a modern world. In creating these tales, I have aimed to preserve a sense of reality, believable stories with near flesh and blood characters. Of course, these are fictional tales inspired by that quiet, undisturbed region of the Western England that constitutes the Cotswolds. Amidst the picturesque villages, neat stone walls and rolling fields, I have striven to retain a close commune with nature and provincial lifestyle as it exists today. These are stories about people, unreal and yet real enough to represent the cultured lifestyle that nurtures man's very existence. Thank you very much for listening and enjoy. Thank you.